Alright, come one, come all to Little Sweet Fish Plays. This is The Last of Us, and we are in our 10th episode of our Let's Play or walkthrough or whatever it is that you want to call these vids. We finally got to, I believe it's the University of Eastern Colorado, I believe. It's either Eastern or Western Colorado. After we found, we finally came across Tommy in the last episode. Quite a little bit happened. So if you're not familiar with any of which I just spoke about, you'll definitely want to go back a part and check that out. So we're in a completely new area, similar to how we started the last episode. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I've actually enjoyed this playthrough almost as much, if not just as much as I did the first one. A lot of times when you replay a game, it's hard to get back into it to the same degree because you can kind of predict it, but I find that if I play them several years apart, kind of negates some of that, and I've honestly had a lot of fun with this particular playthrough. And in Naughty Dog fashion, we are on a horse. So we can dismount with the triangle button, so we're not on a track here. We can leave the horse at any time. This is the horse that Tommy lent us in the last episode so that we could get to this university where supposedly there is a lab, a Firefly lab. It is Eastern Colorado. UEC.
Stay, Callus. What kind of name is Callus anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Callus. You're back.
Callus? Christ. I don't know if that is better or worse than Epona. So we came from back here. I'm gonna enter here. Thought there might be some loot along that road somewhere, but there wasn't. There's a little tower here. Not a tower, but a little watch post or whatever for security, but obviously I don't think I can get in there. There's another one over here.
Okay. None of these buildings look like a mirror to me.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
Okay, so Tommy told us that we would be able to locate this lab by finding a building that looks like a mirror, I believe is what he said. So probably a big glass structure. That's what we're looking for. And he suggests, Joel has suggested that we go to the centralmost point.
Sounds like a spaceship.
Holy.
Or, I don't know.
Oh. She was whistling and I thought it was enemies. Christ.
I'll stay with Callus.
I hate that name.
So I was able to get a little bit of loot. Some supplements. That's basically all I've come across so far.
Well, scoot.
Back to Callus.
I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Thought maybe I'd be able to jump up and into that building and see if there's anything in there, but it doesn't look like I'm able to. You pretty much know there's going to be no fighting or anything like that because there's no bottles, there's no bricks. Typically, if it's an area where a lot of that is going to happen, and it's going to be that kind of stuff is going to be scattered around. So there's some doors. Obviously, we can't go in. They look pretty boarded up. Just gonna try and see the sign here. Administration Science Center and lecture buildings are all up this way, so if I know anything about a university campus, it's going to be this way. Let me rephrase that. If I know anything about reading signs, I'll go this way. Go Bighorns.
So, these places, people would live here and just study, even though they were all grown up?
Study, party, and find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives.
What they wanted to do with their lives.
So there's a building that I can actually enter over here. Just gonna do a quick inventory, make sure that I've got the best possible weapons equipped. I'll go with the bow and arrow, probably a little bit less hostile. I may come across a friendly or two somewhere along here, so holy. Ladies and gents, we've got our next weapon. That's exciting. The flamethrower. Ah, I forgot that that was even a usable weapon in this game. That's sick. That is awesome. I'm so happy. I'm just gonna fling a knife at the air. There's some gun parts. There's a new melee weapon right over here. The next thing I'm going to upgrade probably weapon sway, I would say. Or maybe listen mode distance. That might be a good one. Let's maybe knock that off now, and then we'll do crafting speed next and knock the second one down there. Then we'll go with weapon sway. I haven't had too many problems with the weapons so far, so we'll do listen mode first. So those 10 supplements we found really help. And I will pick up this new melee weapon because I haven't upgraded the one that I have yet. It's the same thing. And it's going to be a little bit more durable because I've already used that old one a little bit. See if there's any more loot over here. There's stairs going up, so that's interesting. Ellie is staying outside. She's keeping watch, so some more parts, and wouldn't you know it, we have a workbench right here.
Time to go to work.
Rock on. We do not have that many parts though. We can increase the reload speed of the flamethrower. I think that's a good preliminary thing to take care of for that weapon. We haven't found our next level of tool set either. We're still stuck at level 3 out of 5, which is interesting. And it's kind of cool that you have to find them in the world, because if you miss them, then you are unable to upgrade your weapons. I think that that is a neat and well thought out feature. This is the bow and arrow, reload speed, draw speed, shotgun, can't do anything, can't do anything. I could do the spread of my shorty. That would actually be kind of important. Or I could work on my 9mm pistol. Let's go back and work on this pistol a little bit. That makes sense. That's actually the one that I have equipped right now anyways. So we're gonna go. I got 41, so I can do reload speed probably, and clip capacity. That's probably best. I wish I had more parts. There's so much that I want to do, and I wish I had the next level of tools. Hopefully, it's not something that I've missed. If I have missed it, maybe let me know below. I would really like to get some more feedback, even on little things like, you know, how I'm controlling the first-person or third-person cameras in some of the games I'm playing. You know, feedback is always a very good thing to have, and you can only get better from it. Just whole recording thing. Not putting myself through that again. Haven't come across any more ammo for my flamethrower. That kind of really loaded me up pretty well, but I could definitely have more. Back outside. This is some, like, patio. People were here. People were definitely here, and possibly not
There was
that
a
long
lookout
ago.
here.
That's a good sign.
Sniper's nest log. August 29th. Nothing. Didn't they say people were coming? What's the point of being out here if nothing happens? September 1st, 2 days later, still nothing. Mark, quit your bitching. Plenty of time to read up here. Working guard duty on the science lab. That's true misery. Interesting. That's supposedly where we're headed. Then about 2 weeks later on September 14th, 5 new recruits from the Chicago QZ quarantine zone. In. Ha! Finally. One of them gave me a pack of smokes for doing a good job. Sweet. So they sent more people. I'm not sure who this is. Obviously some sort of group that took refuge here. Then we go all the way to just shy of a month later, about 3 weeks later, October 5th. 6 guys from headquarters in. Takes 6 guys to deliver 1 truck. Must be worse out there than I remember. Supply delivery from headquarters in. By the way, snagged 2 apples from one of the crates. Left you 1. Enjoy. A few weeks later, 10 million werewolves in. Let them in just for you, Andrea. Happy Halloween. Oh, it's Halloween night, duh. November 5th, recon went to scavenge supplies from town. Out. So guys left this area to go get supplies, and then they returned. Roger yelled at me for sleeping. Prick. He was sleeping on the job. Then, almost a month and a half later, December 20th, 1 biologist from San Francisco. In. Guy's a real asshole. Watch out for him. 3 new recruits as escort. In. At least they wished me a Merry Xmas. Didn't feel like telling them I was Jewish. Ha. A little bit of humor. Oh no! Now I've really done it. Oh. Oh gosh. I swear I've got this. I swear I can do this. The last one, we didn't miss a whole lot. February 22nd, several months later. 10 crates from UT Hospital. A lot of lab stuff in. Interesting. And that was the last thing recorded. Since then, there have been no entries in that journal. So this was the door. No. Okay, that was the door there. There was another door at the bottom of these stairs. I am sure of it. Here it is. We got another hallway area. It looks exactly like the one above. As far as I know, that's all that building has to offer. We get a little bit of a backstory to this place at least. You know, at least we know that this was being used as a place post-apocalypse. I mean, just look around. It's got the size, it's got some sort of perimeter, you know, that you can work with for watches, you know, not, you know, they already have gates and stuff set up, so it's kind of a smart place to take refuge. I don't know if I can jump over these or not. I don't think I can because there's barbed wire on it, but you better believe I'm about to try.
That was fun.
Sweet. Just trying to have a look and see where I might be headed. You've got Lyman Street over here. Doesn't look like there's anything going on.
Ooh, it's getting chilly.
It's that time of year.
So Callus can walk upstairs. That's kind of cool. I don't have to like get off every time to go up. So here's another building I can enter.
How many people you think are there? Fireflies.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
Ellie just really wants somebody her age, you know, somebody that's a little bit more relatable to her. Somebody that can make her feel like she's actually a kid and not having to grow up like she's been forced to in this world. So I don't see a lot of loot. I actually don't see a lot of anything.
Whoa.
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back. Looks like someone jerry-rigged this thing. No juice. I'll see if I can get the power back on.
God, I just got a call from an eavesdrop cleaning gate. How stupid do these people think that the general public is? I guess the general public is pretty stupid. If they continue to try and get away with these scams, you owe $45. Fuck off. So we're inside of this other building. This is actually where we had to go story-wise. I didn't even realize it. And we heard some runners in the distance, so... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's like 6 of them. And we have to try and get the power back on here too. Somebody's jerry-rigged the gate down below so that you have to open it with electricity. It runs on electricity, the gate. So we have to find a way to get that going. And of course it's in the room with 300 walkers. But no time like the present to try our flamethrower, I guess. Holy Christ, the screaming is just a... Boy, oh boy. I've said it once and I'll say it again. It's something out of a freaking nightmare. So between a couple Molotovs and my flamethrower, I was able to take them out rather easily. Here's a generator. That's a pretty easy thing to do, the generators in this game. I think the challenge with the generators is trying to get it started with enemies in the room, right? A lot of people will try and rush and go straight for the generator, and then it becomes a really big challenge because you're being attacked by all of these runners, right? So I think that's where they meant to make that challenge. Because other than that, it's really not that bad. So here's another balcony kind of overlooking the university. And that building over there has a lot of glass, and it's pretty like symmetrical and whatever. So there's the football field, definitely not headed that way. Yeah, that looks like it way in the distance. That's got to be the science building. It can't be any other. These are more like lecture halls, and you know, there's residences, football field. You see the mountains in Colorado in the distance. Yeah, all right. Once we get outside this gate, we should be able to start heading that way and make great strides towards getting there.
Hey, I was thinking I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact.
Yeah. Imagine being up there all by yourself. Would have been cool. I'm just saying.
Scoot back.
Now before we head on with that gate, I just want to head back through this hallway. Oh, that's really cool. I was like, I wonder how we're going to get through. Attention to detail. Does great things for a video game. I just wanted to see maybe if there wasn't another place that we could go. Maybe we missed some loot. This is a fairly big area that we failed to kind of investigate. So, man, again, I don't really see a whole lot, and I think this area was made to be big because it was made to be explored on a horse and not really by foot. So yeah, I honest to God don't see anything. There's some empty bottles. Okay, I'm content. When I came through here the first time, I went on foot and she took the horse through. So that's kind of cool too. I just wanted to kind of take the lead. And aside from a few hiccups, little glitches with the horseback riding, running into things, and the horse jumping and stuff like that, like you can see it'll like the object of the horse itself will like jitter. That's a little glitchy, but other than that, that's the most really that we've seen from this game in that department.
What about you? What'd you want?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please.
So this is a note. I thought Joel might sing there. Who am I kidding? Joel ain't singing. We had to rig up the door to the generator upstairs. Please use it sparingly as we are running out of gas. Okay. Probably should have read that note before I went upstairs, but I was looking for where the sound of the runners was coming from anyways. So this says the Melissa Smith Library. That's on my left-hand side. What we got up here? Nothing. Yeah, I guess the horseback riding sequences in this game and Uncharted 3, they're both pretty good. I mean, considering that this is not a game that emphasizes horseback riding. It's a good break from having to get around on foot all the time. Here's a sign up here. Main Hall, Science Lab, Smith Library. We can't get into it. That's the Nathan Stadium, Nathan S. Stadium, it looks like. I just want to have a real quick peek over here. Nothing. Nothing.
Go back.
Woo! That is one heck of a campus. Yikes, we saw it from up above on that balcony, and there's another really good look of it here.
Well, scoot.
I still don't see any loot around. I'm gonna have to jump. I keep forgetting that I can jump over these. I see barbed wire and immediately I'm like, nope. There's no way that horse is gonna jump over that barbed wire.
Aw,
There we go.
those monkeys?
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
That is a strange sighting. There's 4 monkeys.
Come on.
Let's do a quick ride by. That's the stadium here on this side.
That was kind of awesome.
First time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey.
Huh. I wonder where the monkeys went.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost the monkeys. That's weird having monkeys around here.
Let's go.
Okay, so the only way that I saw that I could go, here's the center, is this way, and it looks like that's sort of towards the science building anyways. Science lab is pointed this way.
All right, come on.
Hey, look. Fireflies.
She said, hey, look, fireflies. Oh, the Firefly logo. Okay, sweet. We're getting close.
See it.
This is good. First sign of fireflies.
Now this is very good. Damn, big campus, big uni. It's a very nice break from the constant fighting though, because we were in some constant combat there for a couple solid hours of gameplay. So we got another dead end. That's no good. this is back to the main hall. We don't want the main hall, we want the science building. That's the science building there. So we are not far. See again, science lab. Do we have to continue on foot? I can't get through there, that's a fact. So I'd have to try and find a way around.
Alright, let's try that gate.
Oh, here we go. Disconnect generator when not on duty.
This won't budge.
Nada. But that looks like the generator on the other side of the gate.
There's another generator.
So close. Watch yourself.
You too.
Alright. Feel like I'm going back to college. Well, this is the dormitories. The memories of college dormitories. Enough said. We got ourselves another map, it looks like. Yeah, UEC campus map. That could be kind of helpful. Although my reading of maps in this game is definitely not up to par with my reading of signs. It just says a map of the UEC campus. Yeah, again, it's not really effective for me, so all right, blocked off. I don't like this. I'm gonna get my shotgun ready here just in case things get a little bit hairy. Ooh, smells like a college dorm too. That sweet smell of stale alcohol and last night's party. Bringing back too many memories for Joel. He's breaking down. Damn, we got some more supplements. We got some crafting supplies. I can craft myself another Molotov. I craft myself 2 Molotovs. Sweet, so now I get the 2 that I used back again. We got a note on the floor, it looks like. No, that is just more crafting supplies. Here's the note. Student's journal. Let's see sort of what's going on from the student's perspective here. January 18th. 9 goddamn months of waiting and still nothing. No word from anyone. 9 months staying here in this dorm as a student. Imagine. Found some additional cans of food in the dining commons, but they won't last. Had an incident at the Eastern Hall barricade, but everything is still secure. I caught a glimpse of a group of those things running around. I saw one that looked like Heather. Maybe it was Heather. Fuck. Since batteries are running short, they're now only listening to their radio once a night. I gave up on that since the last broadcast. It's been 3 effing months. Why do they bother? So they've been trying to broadcast, probably, you know, through radios and, like shortwave radios and whatnot, and nothing. Cheryl was smoking out yesterday. Said she needed it. Probably Cheryl was out smoking yesterday. Said she needed it. She got pissed when I threw out her stash. She doesn't get it. We need to keep a clear head here. Damn, that's strict. Someone's going to have to go into town and get more supplies. It's probably going to be me. And since writing that in his journal, 0 other entries. So, I mean, given the amount of walkers that are around, I would imagine that that person was probably succumbed to them. I don't really know if I should be expecting survivors here or not. There hasn't really been any sign. There hasn't been a lot of loot. This place has been picked clean pretty well, but if there were people living here for 9 months, that makes sense. Everything would have been exhausted. All of the supplies. Pretty simple dormitory, much like the dormitory that I stayed in when I got my education. I'm educated, yeah. 2 rooms separated, sharing a bathroom. Oop. We got some spores. That's not a good sign. That generally means that we got ourselves some clickers hanging around here somewhere. Looks like we're going down. And speak of the devil. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count 5 clickers. They might not all be clickers, but they sure all look like clickers to me. But I have that new thing where I can use a shiv if one of them grabs me to try and save myself. So I should avoid dying quite a bit if I play this correctly. The best thing to do here would probably be to try and sneak through, but it's pretty unrealistic. Oh, damn it. He just moved through the wall. That was not supposed to happen. Lovely. I gotta try and figure out where I'm going here. I don't think that fighting them is necessarily the best thing to do here. I could also maybe try and use my flamethrower. That might be quite effective here. A mixture of my flamethrower and my shivs. God, typical post-apocalyptic, gas mask and flamethrower. Okay, so that worked out okay. I was able to get one of them down without all of them noticing me. But I'm pretty well equipped here, I think. I think I might just stay at the end of this hall and try and pick them off. That's definitely another possibility here. I have that scoped rifle. It's not the worst idea. It's just that there's so friggin' many of them. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So, and one of them is the big mother. So, let's try the scope here. Just gonna try and grab everything that I can really quickly. Okay, I got 1 normal clicker left. I can maybe take him out with my shotgun here. Sweet, he's gonna load me up with a bunch of ammo in my flamethrower. And I'm gonna use that to try and take this big mother out. And as Staples Canada once said, that was easy. Honestly. And I didn't have to use all of my shivs. I used 1 shiv. I thought I was going to have to save myself a couple times. I thought, well, you know, they would grab me on several occasions and I'd have to save myself with a shiv in my new ability. But damn, that flamethrower was friggin' a lifesaver against that big mother. I need to save my flamethrower for situations like that where there are enemies that are more powerful than what we've typically seen in some of the infected. I got a lot of arrows. They gave me a lot of arrows, and I had to use both rifle and shotgun shells here. So again, I'm gonna switch back to my bow and arrow after this fighting scene. I think we're gonna get out of this spore area here in a second. So, plus, in the process of running around killing them all, I was able to really keep my eye on looting. So I was able to, as far as I know, grab most of the loot that the dormitory section has to offer. So this was the long hallway. Oh, a Firefly pendant. Sweet. Joe Warren, 000310. Exactly the same as all of the other ones that we have found. So this is where I killed them all. This is the common room area. I didn't really have a look in here too much. Gonna upgrade my melee weapon. That should help. I think it's a blade of some sort. It looks like a machete, but I could be very wrong by that. My identification skills are not very great either. So that was that spore area down there. Looks like I'm getting out of it now. That's a good thing. So I think I can I exit out of that door? Okay, that looks like where I have to go. Let's check out some more of these rooms. Here's another note from another student. Oh no, it's a newspaper clipping. U.S. military recalls search effort by Lev Benoff, field writer. With the latest World Health Organization report estimating that as much as 60% of the world's population is either dead or infected by the CBI pandemic, more than half. That's incredible. If there are 7 billion people on planet Earth, that's 3.5 billion people, or maybe 4 billion people out of that 7 billion people that are either dead or have the infection. That's insane. The United States military has released a statement that they're recalling all of their search efforts. Regions up to 10 miles from each quarantine zone's perimeter will remain under patrol for citizens attempting to enter, but no further effort will be made to evacuate those potentially trapped in hard-to-reach areas. So they're not going to go out of their way to save people beyond the quarantine zone. If you want safety, you go to the quarantine, or safety, quote-unquote. You go to the quarantine zone. But that kind of explains a little bit as to why there was so many patrols outside of the Boston quarantine zone when we first left Boston. We came across many of them. No, they were chasing after us to some extent, but, you know, it does explain that a little bit. So that's kind of cool. Again, a little bit of backstory into this. It's great. I really like going through those notes. It's just kind of envisioning it all is pretty incredible. They're well written. And there's enough variation in them too, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I forgot that these bathrooms had these separate toilet areas too. I haven't really been looking in them. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. Woo! Lots and lots of loot. That's what I like to see. And we have ourselves what looks like another dead end. Okay. I'm coming, Ellie. I'm coming.
More infected. I'm fine.
So there she is on that gate there. So now I should be able to pull the generator no problem and get this gate open. Oh. We have to take the generator over here, I guess, and connect it? That's cool. They should have subtitled the game The Last of Us, the Generator Starter Simulator.
You did it!
Yeah. Come on through.
I mean, simulators are in now, right?
Scoot.
Those clickers. You think they were Fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
This is why I always look around. We do have a little bit more loot over here. You just never know. And it's always a good thing to have. Like, we're maxed out on everything craft-wise right now. But, you know, if I go to use a med kit, I can create one again right away because I have so much loot. Ellie makes a good point about why are the infected so close to this lab? This place used to be locked down for the most part at some point. Doesn't seem that way anymore. Just seems a little bit off. If the Fireflies were around and wanted to protect their lab, wouldn't we see them? There it is right there. You'd think that they would be, you know, they'd have secured a perimeter, they'd have gates, etc. They'd be protecting it to some extent.
No guards. No nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
So yeah, there it is again, kind of, where is everybody? If this is a Firefly lab and a major, you know, hideout or stronghold for them, where they're doing research and stuff, where is
You ever
everybody?
been to one of these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
Go, scoot.
So he said to just get inside, so I will make sure to head in there. It says the Richard Harrington Science Lab. It looks like at some point it was very heavily fortified. Christ, look at it. I got some more tents over here. And would you look at that, some more loot. Another Firefly pendant.
We better.
The good news is looks like we finally come across the science lab, but the bad news is we haven't come across anybody. No forms of life outside of infected.
Let's go.
Just wanted to have a quick peek everywhere. Again,
Hey, what about
it's
over
good.
there?
Yeah, that looks like a way in.
Ooh. So we found our point of entry. Just have to finish looking around. Here is the front of it a little bit closer. Look at it, Jesus. Ain't nobody getting in there. I'd imagine at one time when they probably had a lot of guards. This place was cared for. Post-apocalypse too, not just before the apocalypse. That's what I'm talking about. After the apocalypse, this place was heavily fortified. Alright, well, I'm glad I did have a quick look around because I was able to locate some loot and ultimately I was fairly easily able to find a way in. God, sometimes I feel like I run around for days trying to find a way into a place. Okay. Not too sure what has to happen here and where I'm supposed to go. Okay, there's a door here. There is a gate down below past that car on that hill, but maybe I think we're gonna have to open it somehow, no? I can't go in that door. And there's nothing over here. So there it is again in the side of the building, that hole that we have to kind of get in, but how the heck?
It's rusted shut. I'll have to find another way.
Maybe we can get over it.
Oh, if we push the car down the hill, we can probably climb over the car, no?
Scooch.
Nope, can't push the car.
Scoot back.
Maybe we can get over it, she said. Here's a trash bin. Can I wheel that across to it? Ah, there we go. It's gonna take off down this hill, but should work.
Alright, not what I had in mind, but it'll do.
Oh. Okay, Callus. Callus? Okay, Callus. You do you, buddy. We'll be back. Got a few doors, nothing that I can really enter. It's up there that I have to get, so how are we gonna do that? Okay. Now we have to take it and push it again up to this white truck. And then climb up. Ooh, pretty high tech, all solar powered stuff too.
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand. There you go.
Thanks. Let's look around. Hello? Where are they?
Let's do this.
Sweet, we got another workbench, and I did find a little bit of loot, so I get the chance to go at it again here. So I think the most important thing here is going to be the spread on the shorty and the fire rate on the 9mm. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. And the story continues. Very big place, and although a lot of the important loot has been picked clean, there's still a lot of like expensive scientific equipment and whatnot around. It's another very nice environment created by Naughty Dog, though. All of the settings in this game, oh man, it's been like a storybook. Having the chance to go through all of them, you know, there are so many memorable locations that we've gone to. They do a good job of putting a lot of detail into it, that's for sure. I did say I would upload crafting speed next, and we finally got more supplements, 30 more, to be able to do that as well. So there we go. Next thing is weapon sway, so we have to focus on trying to get 50 supplements next. So we can enter that door, and then there's this whole room here as well. Damn, this is a massive building. I guess it would be based on how big it is outside.
Get the cure from me? You think it'll hurt?
No, it'll probably just draw some blood. It don't hurt.
I've gotten shots before. They vaccinated us at school. It sucked.
Well, we were able to progress quite a bit in this episode in terms of we got a couple more skills, we added to our guns quite a bit more, and we've gone pretty deep into the University of Colorado campus so far. So we have to use a shiv if we want to get in the store. Obviously, I will. Can always just make another one. Typically, it's an ammo and health room, so... Whoop. Another manual. Molotov's upgraded. Explosion radius is now 2 times wider. Damn, bring it on. And another tool set. Just like I was talking about earlier, level 4 of the tool set. I was hoping I had looted in depth enough to not miss it. Right on. And look at this. Bring it on. Ammo galore. 50 parts.
Fireflies!
15 supplements. Just like that, I've already got 15 supplements back. I'm already well on my way to the weapon sway. I can make that shiv back again. Man, we are in really, really good shape here. I love those loot rooms. They fire me up so much.
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
I don't get it.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
Once again, a plaque that says Richard Harrington Science Lab. So more specifically, this area
There are no bodies.
is where the Fireflies should
That's
be.
good, right?
We found out where they went.
Oh, we got a brick on the floor. That can sometimes be a bad thing. Lots of bricks, lots of bottles. We'll definitely be fighting our way back through this segment. Probably pretty soon. God damn, this place is huge. Ellie found something, some sort of a tent or something over there. I'm gonna need to go over there and check that out. That looks weird to me. I need to change for my bow and arrow. We heard a noise here, and I have a feeling someone or something is lurking around. Man, there's this whole side of the lab over here too, and who the heck knows what's over here? It's like primarily just more loot rooms, but man, look how many supplements I'm finding. I don't think I've found so many supplements in a single episode like this before. No way. Jesus, we have found so friggin' much. Yeah, these rooms are simply just all connected, and as far as I can tell, there's really nothing going on in them other than giving me supplies. I'm looking more so for notes too, though. Some sort of a sign of, hey, where the heck are you guys? Where did Ellie go? I want to go back and try and find her. There's a door that I can open at the far end of that hallway that seems to lead on, and then there's this area. This like tented area over here.
Shit.
So it's probably clickers, right?
No, clickers don't hide.
It wants us to go this way. So let me head back. Okay. We originally came up those stairs. Okay, I'm glad. Damn, the way he opened that door, it scared the crap out of me. Christ. Okay, so Ellie was going the right way. Jesus, I keep hearing sounds behind me, and I don't like that. You do your little light jog, Joel. Let's get out of here. Just another science room here. Fungal x-rays. Damn, that's an interesting collectible. X-rays of fungal growths on patients' brains. Oh my gosh, that is disturbing. Good Christ. Just try and sit there and imagine that being in the real world for a quick second. Holy mackerel, that is nuts. So I think we can leave from this door.
Jesus.
The monkeys!
At least it ain't clickers.
Yeah. No fireflies either. Well, maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
So we found another collectible. This one is called Lab Recorder, and it's something that we have to listen to. So here it is.
There's 4 pallets of lab equipment all packed up and ready to go. Now, big question is, what do we do with all you guys? They say the tainted batch needs to be put down. You know what I say? Say screw that. Made a bigger sacrifice than you, right? Anyone deserves to run free out there. Hey, easy! Stop! It bit me. Oh my God.
Glad we didn't
Okay,
mess with
that's
them
pretty
monkeys.
disturbing.
He didn't say where they went.
I know, let's just keep looking.
So they were doing some testing on these monkeys and testing probably vaccines and whatnot on these monkeys. Poor things. Jeez. I don't know how ethical that is.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Come on.
Looking for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there, still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What? The Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh!
Oh man, so now there's some guys that are down below frigging attacking us. So we reached the Fireflies lab, or what's left of the Fireflies lab here at the University of Eastern Colorado, but they're all dead. And there's been a couple recorders that were left around. We found one earlier that I played, and now this one here that basically told us that the Fireflies are all dead, which we already knew, and that anybody who was remaining and who was important to the science aspect of it went to, I believe, St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. So, thus, the next place that we are going to have to head. I feel like this is more of a cross-country trip than it is a journey or an adventure trying to save the world from mass destruction. I'm actually gonna have to end the stream or the playthrough right there. I think that was a bomb-ass episode 10 for a series, and I hope that you think so too. If you do think so, definitely make sure to leave that like. I want to see those likes lighting up my inbox. That's what happens when you get likes, right? You get notified, right? I wouldn't know. Guys, I need more likes. Okay, I need more likes on these videos. It's plain and simple. Okay, and smash that subscribe button, because Lord knows you can't miss any more of The Last of Us. It's not a good thing, guys. You need your dose. And definitely make sure, as I said earlier in the episode, to leave a comment if you have any suggestions, or as I've said before, if you just want to say hello, how are you? Have a good one, guys.